Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really, I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, enjoy us together without the eyes of other people having to judge. People saying stuff like, well, I've heard a lot of good things, and because I can read too, but it's like some people say stuff like, oh, if I downgraded or if he downgraded or if he upgraded, and it's like, that's not what love is about, because I think we both feel like we both upgraded, but it's like, it's not about upgrading or downgrading. It's about being with somebody who you really care about.
Remy Ma is coming to terms with the consequences of her actions. After cheating on Papoose for months with one of his proteges, she's now facing the reality that he has moved on. Initially, she may have assumed that he would eventually forgive her, considering their history and the unwavering support he had shown throughout their relationship. However, Papoose set clear boundaries and decided to move forward with his life, now in a relationship with the highly accomplished Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields, a celebrated boxer and mixed martial artist, is no ordinary rebound. She holds a legacy of being the first boxer, male or female, to claim all 4 major world titles in 3 different weight classes. As a world champion in multiple divisions, Claressa's success, wealth, and strong persona contrast sharply with Remy Ma's expectations. Remy, who had once been a successful rapper, now finds herself unable to claim that Papoose settled for less. Instead, she is witnessing him thrive with someone who is not only younger, but also at the peak of her career. Remy Ma's reaction has been anything but subtle.
You like talking about fighting. I do. It's not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do it because it goes right back into that.
After months of denying the affair, she resorted to public outbursts on social media, targeting Papoose and Claressa. This coincided with the release of a major film about Claressa's life, leading many to speculate that Remy's actions were driven by jealousy and a desire to sabotage Claressa's moment in the spotlight. She went on to leak private messages in an attempt to paint Claressa in a bad light, mocking her for seeking emotional transparency from Papoose. Additionally, she accused Claressa of trying to manipulate the narrative to make herself look better, while also claiming that Papoose had been using his influence to tarnish her image. In an attempt to further escalate the situation, Remy alleged that Papoose had a history of cheating and threatened to release incriminating information about him. Despite her aggressive approach, Papoose remained largely silent, only stepping in to defend himself when Remy's accusations reached a boiling point. He clarified that he had long moved on from their failed marriage and that Remy was creating false narratives to gain sympathy. He also refuted claims of physical altercations and pointed out that Remy had been the one engaged in deceit. As the drama unfolded, more private exchanges were exposed, including Remy's desperate attempts to regain control of the situation. She lashed out at Claressa, criticizing her appearance and suggesting that Papoose would never invest in her emotionally or financially. In contrast, Claressa responded with composure, exposing Remy's attempts to fabricate messages to fuel unnecessary conflict. The situation took another turn when Claressa challenged Remy to a boxing match, calling her out publicly. While Remy did not respond to the challenge, it was clear that she was beginning to lose credibility in the eyes of the public. Her actions, rather than garnering sympathy, were instead making her appear desperate and vindictive. Eventually, Claressa made a shocking revelation, claiming that Remy had been sending provocative pictures to Papoose in an attempt to lure him back. Meanwhile, Papoose and Claressa continued to enjoy their relationship, attending events together and displaying their happiness openly. The public spectacle surrounding the situation only further solidified the idea that Remy was struggling to cope with the loss of her once loyal partner. As the drama persisted, the tension between Remy, Papoose, and Claressa continued to escalate. While Remy attempted to expose Papoose for alleged past actions, he remained focused on moving forward. The situation ultimately highlighted the stark contrast between the two women, Remy clinging to the past and Claressa standing firm in her present success. With social media and public opinion playing a significant role in shaping the narrative, it became evident that Remy's attempts to reclaim Papoose were proving futile. As she continued to dig deeper into controversy, Papoose and Claressa remained unbothered, enjoying their newfound happiness and leaving Remy to deal with the aftermath of her choices.